It's clear that Donald Trump has made up his mind about the success of his administration's relief efforts in Puerto Rico. During a self-congratulatory event shortly after landing, the president praised the military, local officials and members of his cabinet for the emergency response and suggested that the crisis in Puerto Rico wasn't as bad as the aftermath of other hurricane disasters.
If you look at a real catastrophe like Katrina, and you look at the tremendous hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that died, and you look at what happened here with really a storm that was just totally overpowering. Nobody's ever seen anything like this.
After landing, the president did shake hands with the mayor of San Juan, who strongly criticized the administration's response as too slow. She was reported to have said, as they shook hands, "It's not about politics." It's not clear what the president's response was. JOSSIE MARQUEN is a U.S. Army veteran. This is his response to the president's comments.
I think that we definitely cost a lot of money to the states, but they also has to think about how many soldiers we lost, how many lives we lost representing the United States. So they're giving us a lot of money, yeah, but we've been giving them a lot of lives.
Others didn't take Donald Trump's comments too seriously.
He is the way he is. Trump is like that, so what can we say?
Progress is being made, according to the governor. Petrol stations, banks and supermarkets are reopening. Telecommunications have been restored to 40% of customers, and truck capacity at the port is back to 60% of normal. But 55% of the population is still without running water, 95% are without electricity, and despite the president's words, no audit is complete of those who've died. Community groups say there are still areas untouched by government help. The president's satisfaction with relief efforts is more evidence of the disconnect between the White House and this U.S. territory. There's long been a belief here amongst the 3.5 million U.S. citizens in Puerto Rico that they're not listened to in Washington. They can't even vote after all. And now there are very real concerns they won't be listened to as reconstruction begins. Shihab, Rattansi, Jazeera, San Juan.